Hey guys, what is going on? It is xckj here today, bringing to you guys a video on the new patch notes for the Trickshot update. There's some pretty cool stuff that I wanted to go over in this patch, and yeah, let's kind of just go through it, see what there is, and we'll kind of talk about it. First thing on the list here, we have Defiance, reduce a range from 25 to 20. I mean, I don't know if that's really a significant amount of range. It might feel different. I really doubt you're going to feel a difference in this at all. Buying time, reducing ammo scaling from 2 to 1. This is actually a pretty big nerf here that they did hit him with. I guess they feel like Andro is still doing really good, so why not hit him even more? I mean, he does have a lot, like 6 bullets does seem like enough. The fact that he has cards to give him more ammo, it does make sense that they would take this approach with him. Moving on, we have Atlas with the Unstable Fisher. Increase the range from 20 to 25. I mean, I don't know if this is really going to change anything. I guess it could. I really don't think it's going to change all that much. Temporal Divide. Reduce the cooldown penalty from 65% to 55%. I wonder if that's like 2 whole seconds, because that might be Chronos. That actually might make Temporal Divide. This is one of my favorite talents to already be playing on Atlas. So if this is a significant amount of cooldown, I'll have to see what it actually is. I would be very, very happy about that. Alright, moving on here. We have Cassie. Increase the projectile speed of the crossbow by 5% and increase projectile size by 10%. Alright. I don't know if any of you guys know this. Cassie is already my favorite damage to play currently right now. And the fact that she got this buff, dude, are you kidding me, bro? People who are already playing Cassie, already slapping with her, they're going to be like, you're going to be having a good time. Jeez, dude. Jeez. Oh, I'm going to turn on the chat. Now you guys can see that over there. Sorry, I didn't have that on. Yeah, Cassie buff what? That is right. I'm very happy about this. Cassie is a champion who rewards players who are familiar with her weapon handles. These changes aim to make it slightly easier to do so. I mean, yeah, she's nuts already. She's going to be nuts even more now. But although I guess Leon is a better choice than Cassie right now, so maybe this makes them kind of even. Alright, moving on. Corvus, Officer Pistol. If he increases damage, whatever, he's a healer. It doesn't really matter. Increase maximum effective range of... Wait. Oh, of Officer Pistol? I guess, yeah, for, what, 15 units? Increase the cooldown reduction when choosing to not teleport from 1 to 2 seconds. I guess this is because people are playing stun. Corvus is slightly underperforming in areas not surrounding his healing output. As such, we're increasing his combat effectiveness and the utility of his projection. Wait, choosing to not... Increase the cooldown. Increase the cooldown. So this would make the stun more. I understand. I read that backwards. Alright, this is pretty decent change, I guess. I don't know if it's too much of anything. Increase the damage per shot. I mean, this doesn't really seem like it's going to change how Corvus is playing at all, really, to be completely honest. I think this is kind of just like a throwaway. So far, the only buff that I feel like is actually doing anything is this Cassie buff. Other than that, kind of weak stuff so far. Moving on, we have Eevee, Blink, reduce the time until teleport. Okay, this is just going to make this feel a little bit better. Having the blink 0.1 seconds less. Like, unless you play Eevee a lot, you're not going to be able to feel it. Over the Moon, increase the damage buff from 20 to 25%. Are people going to play Over the Moon? I doubt it. Will it make Over the Moon better for casual players? I guess, dude. Again, kind of seems like a lot of nothing, to be completely honest. Yeah, I don't really... I don't feel like this is going to do too much. Fernando needs a lot of changes in order to be in a decent, healthy spot right now, because he is not in a healthy spot at all. Aegis, increase a resource required to bring up shield from 15 to 20%. Alright, that makes sense. Like, you can't just throw it up and kind of refresh the cauterize that you do have on you. Perfect with that. Reduce the base rate of shield resource generation by 11%. That's cool. The one thing that I felt like was kind of strong is the fact that when he does have his shield up, you can also regen your shield. I thought that was kind of crazy. Increase time after taking damage before full rate of recharge begins by 0.1 seconds. New added a 1.5 second delay after shield is completely destroyed before recharge will begin. If anything is actually going to end up hurting this Aegis Nando, it'll be this new addition to it. the 1.5 seconds. But to be completely honest, I still think that this doesn't seem like enough to be able to hurt him, to make him not the first ban or first pick in like every single game. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not first ban, but you know what I'm saying. Not 100% ban rate with 100% pick rate or whatever, you know? Yeah, he's definitely, this is not going to make him, next patch, he still will be the dominating point tank in the game, I feel like. And after that, like, even after he's not the dominating point tank anymore, he's going to be the dominating off tank. Like, okay, you kill Aegis, and now people are just going to go around and play, Scorch got buffed, I'm pretty sure. Or the double dash Talon. I mean, geez, you could do so much with that. He's very strong spot right now. He needs a lot of changes in order to be out of the meta. Grover, which is fine. I mean, when was the last time Fernando was in the meta? It's been years, so I'm fine with him dominating 2 patches. This is not an issue to me. Grover, deep roots. Currently, crippling throw will root enemies, hit, and will chain between nearby enemies up to 3 times. Hitting an enemy with crippling throw will chain a lesser effect up to 3 nearby enemies, slowing them for 35%. They killed our boy. They killed our boy. Look at what they did to my boy. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, dude. I mean, this talent's trash now. Like, what? It's not trash, but why, dude? Okay, the only thing is, I don't really care if they do this. But give us the old Fatalis back. I want it to proc off of shields, gosh darn it. Like, why? Why is it that they have Grover like this, and then they make it so that they just make him weaker and weaker and weaker? Right now, his healing numbers are low. Like, when you play Grover, his healing numbers are extremely, extremely low, and you make up for it in the fact that you have so much utility. But now, I mean, what? I mean, you're still going to be rooting the main person. I never really use the bounces anyway. But here's I guess the main issue also lies in the fact of, like, oh, we hit a turret, it bounces off, and then we root the other person. We hit an illusion, it bounces off, we root the other person. Like, this is a huge, huge nerf. Yeah, this is a huge nerf, man. I mean, if he's even meta still after this, I'd be surprised. He's my favorite healer in the game. It's a shame to see it, but then again, I'll probably just be moving and playing Io as my main healer, assuming they didn't touch her at all. Moving on, we have Octavia. Completely irrelevant champion right now. So increase the damage per shot while aiming down sights. Okay, that's kind of good. She needs a damage buff. Increase maximum effectiveness of range and slightly increase accuracy. Yeah, this will probably be enough to put her in the meta. I really hope so, because right now, like, where she is, irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Her ult is like meh unless she picks a talent with it. This is enough, probably. We'll see her in some games, especially if they slightly increase accuracy like this. We'll have to see how it plays out. But, yo, Chromo, what's happening, dude? Moving on, we have Saris, Mortal Reach. Reduce the effectiveness of the healing tick rate modification 25% to 20%. Kind of an irrelevant nerf. I mean, it still is a nerf, but she still is going to be the strongest healer for people who don't know how to play healer. Like, if you're new to the game and you want to, like, dominate in games, you're still going to be able to play Saris and pick Mortal Reach, and like this is fine. It's not gonna hurt her that badly. Moving on, we have Shaolin, Desert Silence, new. Reduce the cooldown of Crippling Arrow by 1 second. Crippling Arrow now silences and slows enemies by 15% for 2 seconds. That's pretty good. Plus Rapid Shot got a cooldown reduction by 1 second and withdrawal by 1 second. Is it possible that Shaolin is going to be, like, pretty good next patch? I mean, I kind of like this. I'm actually excited to play Shaolin next patch. This is something to keep an eye on. I'm not sure if it'll really do anything for him, but I'm excited to see what happens with this. Moving on, we have Skye. This is just, they did her dirty. They did her so dirty. Alright, Smoke and Daggers. Base healing per second, 150 to 100. First off, other than, like, us, like, people who watch my channel, Who is realistically playing Skye unless you're like in scrims, which they shouldn't be balancing the game around scrims when they don't realistically have pro tournaments anymore. Like in scrims, yeah, sure, they play Skye. In rank, do they play Skye? No. I play Skye, and maybe like, what, 20 other people that watched my video ended up playing Skye because of this? I don't think that demographic is enough that you're going to kill her like this. Literally, this, I don't know why they decided they want to murder Skye so badly when she's not doing anything, but, oh, I didn't even read the whole thing. Let's just move. So, base healing, blah, 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 whatever. You lose 50 health. This is not the part that matters. New. Smokescreen no longer applies invisibility to you. But why? But why? That's literally, so it doesn't heal for that much. The part that heals for a lot is when you throw it on the ground and then you go invis and you're healing while you're invis. It keeps you alive and then you pop up. And it's healthy. It's literally healthy for the game because you could buy Illuminate and play around it. This is like, I don't know why they decided to do this. Smoke and Daggers is overperforming for who? People who have no absolute brain did? People have no brain and don't know how to... You really think that Skye is overperforming over Androxus? Yeah, she's not going to be overperforming anymore. She's not going to be doing crap anymore after this. I was like so mad about this, literally, when they did this. Oh, gosh. I don't see her overperforming either. Oh well, whatever. I mean, it's fine. You could just move to playing Debilitate Skye, but realistically, Debilitate only gives you like an extra 225 damage or something like that. It's not that great of a talent, but you can't play Smoke and Daggers anymore if you're no longer invisible in Smokescreen. That's the whole point. Moving on to Strix. Talon Rifle. Reduce the time after shot before you could scope in again from 1.25 seconds to 1.2 seconds. I don't know if this is really going to change anything. If it does, like 0.05 seconds, I don't know if we're going to be able to feel a difference. Hopefully we do. Right now it's so slow. It's unplayable right now. And then Pistol, reduce the vertical horizon recoil. New automatic, does not require individual presses for each shot. We'll see how that feels. I don't like Strix being like a pistol boy and not a Talon Rifle boy. Maybe people are just going to be like hitting one shot with Talon Rifle, trying to barrel stuff people, switching over to their pistol, and just going like ham, shooting out their entire clip. We'll see how it happens. But anyway, well, I'm interested to see what happens with Strix, like what people figure out doing, because this is Paladins. That's one of the cool things about this. Sorry, I'm rambling about random crap now. But one of the cool things about Paladins that I really like is people's creativity. So I'm interested to see what people get creative with Strix changes, because it's possible that there could be some cool builds coming out of it. Terminus, Power Siphon, increase resource consumption 20% to 22.5%. That's fine. Nerfing tanks. Tanks are pretty dominant, especially Terminus, so I'm fine with that. Nade Launcher got nerfed again, and in the fray reduces scaling one more time. That's fine. Tyra is still super strong even after the nerfs from the last patch, so I am completely fine with this. And moving on, SMG Strix 1600 DPS. Is it really? Yeah, so you could definitely get away with the barrel stuff and a machine gun. Interesting. All right, moving on. We got Vatu, reduce effectiveness from 15 to 12%. I don't know. Oh, Talon is overperforming when comparing to his other talents. Interesting. They just decided they wanted to nerf this. Wait, is Enveloping Shadows more played than the reset on the bombs? I didn't think it was, but oh well. Whatever. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys did think about that. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and sub to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.